The Sacred Revolution, Unleashing Spiritual Entrepreneurship in the Age of AI. Welcome to a paradigm-shifting exploration that will challenge everything you thought you knew about business, spirituality, and technology. Today, we're diving deep into the revolutionary insights of M.Zarena Whitfield, a visionary leader who's redefining success for women of color entrepreneurs. Her groundbreaking work is not just changing individual businesses, it's reshaping entire industries and healing generational wounds. Imagine a world where your deepest spiritual wisdom isn't just compatible with cutting-edge technology and business strategy, but is the very key to unlocking unprecedented success. A world where artificial intelligence becomes a sacred tool for liberation rather than a soulless replacement for human connection. This isn't a far-off utopia. It's the new paradigm that M.Zarena Whitfield is bringing to life, and it's about to change everything. For far too long, we've been operating under a false dichotomy, the misguided belief that spiritual authenticity and strategic business growth are somehow at odds with each other. This artificial divide has trapped generations of intuitive women entrepreneurs in a cycle of scarcity and energetic depletion. It's forced them to make an impossible choice between honoring their divine gifts and pursuing their ambitious visions. But what if I told you that this choice is not just unnecessary, but actively holding us back from our true potential? The truth is, we're standing on the precipice of a revolution. Not just another coaching program or business strategy, but a full-scale reclamation movement. It's time for women who are ready to build technological empires without sacrificing their divine cosmic wisdom. It's time to heal the artificial divide between ancient knowing and future innovation that has kept spiritual women entrepreneurs playing small for far too long. This isn't just about business success. It's about nothing less than changing the face of entrepreneurship itself. By 2025, M.Zarena Whitfield's audacious mission is to empower 10,000 women of color to build spiritually aligned, technologically advanced businesses, generating consistent six-figure incomes. And here's the kicker. They'll do it without sacrificing their energetic integrity or intuitive wisdom. Now, I know what you might be thinking. This sounds great in theory, but how does it actually work in practice? That's exactly the question I posed to M.Zarena, and her answer was nothing short of revolutionary. You see, the approach she's pioneered transcends the superficial mindset work and tactical strategies that dominate the business coaching industry. Instead, it operates at the quantum level, integrating human design and astrological blueprints with cutting-edge systems and ethical AI implementation. The result? Businesses that honor both cosmic timing and strategic planning. But it goes even deeper than that. This methodology doesn't just address the practical challenges of scaling a spiritual business. It also tackles the ancestral wounds around visibility, worth, and abundance that inevitably surface during expansion. It's a holistic approach that recognizes the inextricable link between personal healing and business growth. Let's pause for a moment and really let that sink in. We're talking about a complete paradigm shift in how we approach entrepreneurship. No longer do spiritual entrepreneurs have to choose between impact and integrity, between prosperity and purpose, between ancient wisdom and future innovation. The divine feminine contains multitudes, and it's time we stop trying to fit it into neat, separate boxes. Now, I can almost hear the skeptics among you. This all sounds very woo-woo, you might be thinking. Where's the hard data? Where are the tangible results? And you'd be right to ask those questions. After all, in the world of business, results are what matter. But here's where it gets really interesting. The results speak for themselves, and they're nothing short of extraordinary. Let me share with you the story of Sarah, a gifted energy healer who had been struggling to make ends meet. For years, she had been torn between her spiritual calling and the practical demands of running a business. She was passionate about her work, but felt overwhelmed by the business side of things. Through M.Zarena program, Sarah learned to integrate her human design and astrological blueprint into her business strategy. She also implemented ethical AI tools that allowed her to scale her reach without sacrificing the personal touch that was so crucial to her work. The result? Within 6 months, Sarah had not just doubled or tripled her income. She had increased it tenfold, going from barely scraping by to consistently earning over $20,000 per month. But more importantly, she reported feeling more aligned and energized than ever before. She was no longer fighting against her natural rhythms or trying to force herself into a business model that didn't fit. Instead, she was flowing with her cosmic design, and her business was thriving as a result. But Sarah's story is just the beginning. Let me tell you about Maya, a spiritual life coach who had been stuck at the $5,000 per month mark for years. Maya was passionate about helping her clients transform their lives, but she felt like she was constantly spinning her wheels, unable to reach the level of impact and income she knew she was capable of. Through M.Zarena guidance, Maya discovered that she had been operating in direct opposition to her human design. As a projector type, she had been pushing and striving in ways that were energetically depleting her. By aligning her business strategy with her energetic blueprint, Maya was able to shift into a model of attraction rather than pursuit. She implemented AI-powered systems that allowed her to nurture her audience without burning out. She created content that resonated deeply with her ideal clients, drawing them to her rather than chasing after them. The result? Within 3 months, Maya had doubled her income. By the 6-month mark, she was consistently earning over $30,000 per month, all while working fewer hours and feeling more fulfilled than ever before. But perhaps the most powerful transformation I witnessed was that of Amara, a gifted intuitive who had been struggling with imposter syndrome and visibility fears. Despite her incredible talents, Amara had been hiding behind her computer screen, terrified of putting herself out there in a bigger way. Through M.Zarena program, Amara didn't just learn business strategies. She underwent a profound healing journey. She confronted ancestral wounds around worthiness and visibility that had been holding her back for years. She learned to see her spiritual gifts not as something to be hidden, but as her greatest business asset. With this newfound confidence, Amara leveraged AI tools to amplify her message while staying true to her authentic voice. She created a podcast that quickly gained traction, attracting listeners from around the world. Within a year, Amara had gone from earning less than $2,000 per month to consistently bringing in over $50,000 per month. But more than that, she had stepped into her power in a way she never thought possible. These stories are not isolated incidents. They represent a pattern, a powerful shift that occurs when women stop trying to separate their spiritual selves from their business selves, when they embrace the power of technology as a tool for amplifying their innate wisdom rather than replacing it. They unlock levels of success and fulfillment that were previously unimaginable. But let's zoom out for a moment. What would happen if this approach became the norm rather than the exception? What if we had thousands, tens of thousands of spiritually awakened women entrepreneurs building technologically advanced, ethically aligned businesses? The ripple effects would be enormous. First and foremost, we'd see a massive shift in the business landscape. Instead of soulless corporations driven solely by profit, we'd have companies guided by a higher purpose. Companies that prioritize both material and spiritual wealth. We'd see more innovative solutions to global problems, solutions that take into account the interconnectedness of all things. Secondly, we'd witness a healing of the collective feminine wound around power and success. For too long, women, especially women of color, have been told that they have to choose between being spiritual and being successful, between being nurturing and being powerful. This new paradigm shatters those false dichotomies, allowing women to step into their full, multifaceted power. Thirdly, we'd see a revolution in how we use technology. Instead of fearing AI as a threat to human connection, we'd embrace it as a tool for amplifying our innate wisdom and reaching more people with our gifts. We'd see technology being used not to replace human intuition, but to enhance and support it. And finally, we'd witness a bridging of the gap between ancient wisdom and modern innovation. Imagine a world where the insights of our ancestors are not relegated to the realm of alternative practices, but are recognized as valuable, even essential components of cutting-edge business strategy. This is the world that M.Zarena Whitfield is working to create. Now, I want to be clear. This isn't about dismissing traditional business strategies or suggesting that spiritual practices alone can build a successful company. Far from it. What M.Zarena is proposing is a both and approach, not an either or. It's about integrating the best of both worlds, the practical and the spiritual, the technological and the intuitive. This integration is reflected in every aspect of her methodology. When working with clients, she doesn't just look at their business plans and marketing strategies. She examines their human design and astrological blueprints. She helps them understand their unique energetic makeup and how to align their business practices with their cosmic design. At the same time, she's not afraid to dive into the nitty-gritty of business operations. She teaches her clients how to leverage cutting-edge AI tools, how to create systems that allow for scalability without sacrificing quality, how to build teams that support their vision. But all of this is done with a constant eye towards energetic alignment and spiritual integrity. The result is a holistic approach to business growth that honors both the practical and the spiritual, the tangible and the intangible. It's an approach that recognizes that true success isn't just about the numbers in your bank account. It's about the impact you're making, the lives you're touching, and the degree to which you're living in alignment with your highest purpose. But here's the thing. This isn't just about individual success. What M.Zarena is creating is nothing short of a movement of spiritually awakened women entrepreneurs who refuse to compartmentalize their power any longer, a movement that's healing generations of separation between the sacred and the strategic. This movement is particularly powerful for women of color who have long been underrepresented in the world of entrepreneurship. By combining ancestral wisdom with cutting-edge business strategies, M.Zarena S approach offers a unique pathway to success that honors and celebrates their cultural heritage while embracing the possibilities of the future. So, what does this mean for you? Whether you're a spiritual entrepreneur feeling stuck in your business growth, a tech-savvy businesswoman yearning for more meaning in your work, or simply someone intrigued by the possibility of a more integrated approach to success, there's something here for you. The invitation is clear. It's time to stop compartmentalizing. It's time to embrace all aspects of who you are. Your spiritual gifts, your business acumen, your technological savvy, your ancestral wisdom. It's time to recognize that these aren't separate parts of you to be balanced, but interconnected aspects of your power to be integrated. Imagine what you could achieve if you stopped fighting against your natural rhythms and started flowing with your cosmic design. Imagine the impact you could have if you leveraged technology not as a replacement for your intuition, but as an amplifier for your innate wisdom. Imagine the legacy you could create if you built a business that honored both your ambitious vision and your spiritual truth. This is the future of entrepreneurship, a future where we no longer have to choose between being spiritual and being successful, between making an impact and making a profit, between honoring our past and embracing the future. A future where our businesses become vehicles, not just for financial wealth, but for spiritual growth, collective healing, and global transformation. As we come to the close of this talk, I want to leave you with a challenge that has the potential to change not just your life, but the very fabric of our society. I challenge you to question everything you've been told about success, about spirituality, about technology. I challenge you to look at where you've been compartmentalizing your power, where you've been forcing yourself to choose between different aspects of who you are. I challenge you to imagine what would be possible if you brought your full, integrated self to your work. If you allowed your spiritual wisdom to inform your business strategy. If you embrace technology as a tool for amplifying your innate gifts rather than replacing them. I challenge you to step into the revolution that M.Zarena Whitfield is leading, to be part of the movement that's redefining what's possible when we bring all of who we are to everything we do. Because this isn't just about building better businesses. It's about reclaiming our wholeness. It's about healing the artificial divides that have kept us playing small. It's about stepping into our full, multifaceted power and using it to create a better world. The future of entrepreneurship is integrated, it's spiritual, it's technological, and it's waiting for you to claim your place in it. So I ask you, are you ready to stop compartmentalizing your power? Are you ready to embrace the fullness of who you are? your spiritual gifts, your business acumen, your technological savvy, your ancestral wisdom? Are you ready to be part of the revolution that's healing generations of separation between the sacred and the strategic? The world is waiting for your unique magic. It's waiting for the businesses you'll build, the lives you'll transform, the innovations you'll create when you bring all of who you are to everything you do. The time for playing small is over. The time for separation is done. The future is integrated, it's powerful, and it's calling you to step into your fullness. Will you answer the call? The revolution is here, and it starts with you. Thank you.